Welcome Star Wars fans to the Hyperspace Database. I'm Jonesy the Mandalorian, your host here with today's topic, the Zeta class shuttle. The Zeta cargo shuttle was developed as a joint venture between Cinar Fleet Systems and the Telgorn Corporation during the reign of the Empire, and were used as major shipping transports for all kinds of goods across the galaxy. The Zeta was 116 feet long and 94 feet high. It was capable of reaching atmospheric speeds of 435 miles per hour, which was the same speed as Anakin Skywalker's spice freighter, the Twilight, seen in the Clone Wars movie and TV show. It was armed with 2 heavy laser cannons on its wings and 3 hull-mounted laser cannons. It was equipped with deflector shields and a Class 3 hyperdrive, with a backup Class 12 if the main drive were to fail. The Zeta shuttle was a pretty unique cargo shuttle, in that its lower cargo deck could be detached and moved around by ground crews, which saved a great amount of unloading and loading time compared to standard cargo ships, though it could operate like a normal ship and load or offload from the main boarding ramp in the front. Many skilled pilots often bragged about their ability to pick up and drop off cargo loads without landing the ship, though the wings of the craft would need to rotate into landing position if the pods were on the ground to be picked up. While the lower deck of the ship housed the cargo bay, the upper deck housed the cockpit and controls of the ship, which was where the pilot and co-pilot operated out of, and a small access ladder could gain entry to the cargo bay from a small tech station behind the cockpit. The ship served in many capacities during its time of service, from ferrying troops and other personnel across the galaxy, to hauling valuable cargo, like the rare kyber crystals to the Death Star to power its ginormous super laser. In the movie Rogue One, many of the Zeta-class shuttles were used to remove the kyber crystals from the Jedha moon and transport them off-world. Later on in the movie, after the small band of rebels crash land on the world of Edu, K-2SO and the rebel pilot Bodhi Rook managed to steal a Zeta-class shuttle and rescue the rest of the rebels from Imperial attackers, before screaming off to the rebel base to relay the information Galen Erso was able to give his daughter Jyn. When the rebel leadership could not come to an agreement on this information, Jyn took matters into her own hands and struck out for the Imperial outpost on Scarif, joined by a small group of rebels that believed in the cause. This group then loads onto the stolen shuttle and takes off, though not before establishing the call sign of the ship, Rogue One. The rebels made their way to the Imperial installation on Scarif, where they used the stolen shuttle to infiltrate the shield gates surrounding the planet and make it to the surface. Once they touched down, they split up to cause the most chaos and bring attention away from the infiltration team that went to the tower. Several of these Zeta shuttles are seen flying around Scarif, transporting goods and troops throughout the installation. During the battle that followed, Imperial troops were able to fight their way to Rogue One, and with one well-placed grenade, were able to destroy the ship and the rebels that were inside of it, though not before Bodhi Rook was able to get a hold of Admiral Raddus and tell him that Jyn was sending him the plans for the Death Star. The Zeta-class shuttle has been featured in many different Star Wars projects. It was seen in the EA Battlefront series in the Scarif DLC packs, where you are tasked to defend one such shuttle, and another where it is a stationary piece of the scenery, while battles rage around it. The ship also appears in the video game Jedi Fallen Order, when Cal Kestis attacks an Imperial refinery on the planet Kashyyyk, with the help of Saw Gerrera and a stolen Imperial AT-AT, though the fight would end up destroying the captured walker and the shuttle. Zeta-class shuttles also appear in the video game Star Wars Squadrons, where you, as the Imperial cadet, are assigned to scan several ships, including some Zeta shuttles, in an attempt to locate some hidden baradium, which historically was used by the Empire to incinerate rebel forces by way of baradium strikes. The ship makes several appearances in Star Wars printed media as well, where it is mentioned in the Alphabet Squadron trilogy of novels, as well as in the junior novel Guardians of the Whills, with Chirrut Imwe and Baze Malbus, which takes place prior to the events of Rogue One. Another appearance of the Zeta comes in the junior novel Rebel Force Renegade, when Han Solo and Chewbacca take the ship Arkanoid and infiltrate an Imperial outpost, where they stole supplies and then hightailed it out of there before they were discovered. The Zeta-class Imperial shuttle was a great transport for the Empire, as it was widely known for its quick cargo deployment and transportation, as well as being able to house many Imperial troops and protect them with its heavy laser cannons. This ship was an Imperial classic, being well armed and armored, and served the Empire well in transporting the rare and ultra-powerful kyber crystals that would power one of the most terrifying weapons in the universe, the Death Star. Want to know more about Star Wars topics just like this one? Stick around to the end for some secret trivia, hit those like and subscribe buttons, and the bell to be notified every time I publish a new video. Be sure to hit me up in the comments too, because I really want to talk to you guys. Super special shout out to my Gold Captain level Patreon supporters Miss2003, Matthew Scott, and Nick Sutphin. Your support is so appreciated and you keep the show going. Thank you so much. Be sure to hit me up in the comments and chat with me about this and any other Star Wars topic, and you can also check the show out on social media for more news and channel updates as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.